Today, I'm gonna get the true ending, and I decided to just start from the beginning, just in case I missed anything. I don't remember all the ways I answered the different Ryan messages in the past, so I might be answering those differently. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but Either way, I'll see you when something changes, because there's going to be stuff that changes apparently between the beginning and the actual deviation to the end, so I'll be sure to just include those. See you then. Okay, here I need to connect. Yep, nothing new yet. Fine, just a moment ago, sent me to panic. No. No, I don't need to. Yeah. Okay, no changes there. So, it says that I should get something D-Rhine related soon after this shrine stuff in the spoiler-free guide. So... yeah? I'm not seeing anything. Wait, was that it? Wait, was that it? Did it not stop for it? Ooh, okay. Okay, for some reason it was skipping this for me when I was doing it before. Okay.
Okabe-san? 本当に大丈夫ですか?
Yeah, I'm fine. So I have that I got the D-mail, but I'm not paying attention to it at all. Well, not really. Okay. Well, okay. I guess everything might just be the same after that for a while. Okay. Okay. See you guys when it stops next. Well, and it's not just a D-mail or something. Okay, reaching the end of Vega, and I'll die. Yeah. And nothing really has changed except that one scene that it sort of skipped over, so I suppose it might have skipped over some other scenes if there was something new. But I'm not going to go look for anything, so... okay. Credits. I swear to goodness, if... there we go. Milky Way Crossing. Now that the casual link has been established, allow me to explain the final stage of the plan. The purpose of this plan is to change divergence and reach the unknown world line called Steins Gate. By the way, I'm the one who named it Steins Gate. You of all people know why I named it that, right? Because it sounds cool. Isn't that right? Oh, that's a video D-mail, yeah? He's recording it, right? Right? 2025 AD. The Future Gadget Laboratory, aka the Lab, was also the headquarters of the resistance organization Valkyrie. Once located in a room in a multi-purpose building in Akihabara, it had been moved to a new base after the Third World War. In the center of the room, Rintaro Okabe was delivering a monologue, posing like a stage actor as his white coat flapped. We reached the moment that you're in right now, because we want to save Kurisu. All the preparations for my plan are complete. The rest are up to you. The final phase of Operation Skuld will now commence. Your mission: change the outcome without changing the established events. Kurisu, aka Maho Yajo, staring at him, annoyed, from a distance away. Krisu was Maho's codename in Valkyrie. That actually sounds sort of horrible to make her do. Maho turned towards Taro Hashida, who was sitting right next to her.
ねえ、あれはあれでいいの？
多分ね。
Itaru was grinning. He was history's greatest of a hacker, and he loved Kiyomo Hoin too much.
みんなと一緒にあれを見ることになる2010年の凛太郎は恥ずかしくないのかしら？
大丈夫。その頃はもっとすごかったから。
ああ、そう。
Maho sighed and shook her head, but even as she sighed inside, she was so sad that she felt her heart was going to burst. She probably wasn't the only one feeling that way. Itaru, Lukaru Shibara, and even Rumio Akia, who was doing the filming, all seemed a little sad when they thought about what was to come. Deceive yourself. Deceive the world. That is the choice you must make to reach Steins Gate. And then Okabe walked towards the camera that Rumio was holding. He insisted on standing away from the camera with his back turned to give it more atmosphere. So why was he walking towards it now? Maho sighed again. Okabe took the camera from Ferris and brought the lens up to his face. And then he said the final line. Good luck, mad scientist. L. Sai. Kangaroo. And then he stopped the recording, and the video message to the past was complete. It had taken 15 years to get to this point. Such a long time. And at the same time, it had felt so short.
はい、これでバッチリだにゃ。
Yeah, I think that'll do it. Alright, now we must send the D-mail back into the past. Lukaku, don't screw up the sender or the timing, okay?
はい。今のは2010年の京馬さんの携帯アドレスへ。さっき撮ったイタルさんのムービーメールは2011年の鈴葉ちゃんへですね。
Oh, okay. So this is all from the same... Oh, they were all from the same group? Oh, cool. Yeah, you've got it. Okabe came over to Maho and the others, his white lab coat flapping as he walked. What is it? You look so glum.
だってやっぱりみんな不安だもの。タイムマシンの試作機でいきなり有人実験なんて。
Ooh, who's going to do it? Maho looked at the huge time machine, unit number FGC-193 behind them. It was almost the same shape as the C204 model that appeared in Akihabara in 2010, but it was still a prototype with many unstable parts. Don't worry. I trust my talented right hands. It'll be a success.
あなたが死ぬのは2025年。この世界線ではそれが確定している。だからって自分から死にに行くような真似は感心しないわ。
Oh, I get it. They had this debate 1,000 times before. Maho herself had thought that she'd come to terms with it, but at the last minute she found herself bringing it up again. You're right. Suzuha told me once that I was going to die in 2025. She said I died saving Mayuri from a thug with a knife. Mayuri's not here right now, but the world lines always converge. I was sure I was going to die in 2025, but... Okabe flipped his white lab coat up a little too dramatically and put his hands to his chest. I don't necessarily have to die, do I? Vanishing from the year 2025 is the same as dying, isn't it?
どういうこと？
The theory was new to Maho. In other words, I don't have to die to leave the year 2025. I can travel to another part of time and space in our first time machine.
ものすごいポジティブシンキングだわ。
But as a theory, it works, right? The world can be tricked, connect the possibilities. Deceive the world can be deceived. That message from another world line gave me courage, apparently, even though I really just ignored it at the time. What I'm about to do is also a trial run for Operation Skuld.
そう。確かにそうね。
But to Maho and the others, it was all the same. After 2025, Rintaro Okabe would be gone. He would never come back. He wasn't saying it, but he knew it too. Taro Hashida, Rumio Hakiha, aka Ferris Nyanyan, Luka Rushibara, Maho Yajo, and standing quietly in the back, Yuki Hashida. Ooh. A 7-year-old Suzuha Hashida was hiding behind her legs. Everyone, thank you for coming this far for someone like me. But battle against the laws of God continues. Next fight is in 2036. Until then, keep it up. Good luck, Valkyrie. As she listened to Okabe's final goodbye, Mao tried her best to stop herself from crying. She couldn't cry here. She decided a long time ago she'd keep hope in her heart as she watched him go. Alright. Time to go catch my escaped hostage.
鈴葉のこともよろしくな。
Leave it to me. There was a special device that only the C-193 was equipped with. It was capable of tracing the space-time distortion continuity created by the Kara black hole anywhere from 70 million years in the past to the future. You could call it a time machine tracker. It had been specially designed to allow them to find another time machine. Of course, they only had one reason for making it: to find Mayurishina and Suzuha Amane had gone beyond the space-time horizon in Tanabata in 2011. I'd guess that when the battery on the C-204 failed, it had lost the ability to properly time travel. So after finding them with the C-193, Okabe would give them a spare battery and send them back to this time. If possible, he'd go too. If they could do that, the mission would be 100% complete. But doing that with this prototype time machine would be extremely difficult. Okabe had to have known that. Perhaps he was thinking of sacrificing himself to send Mayuri and Suzuha back to this time. Alright. I'm off.
おう。
待ってください。
Last member of the Future Gadget Lab, Kaguri Shina, came running into the floor. Oh!
姿が見えないと思ったらどこへ行ってたの？
It sounds like grown-up Kaguri too. Interesting. Didn't she die anyways? I thought.
ごめんなさい。これを取ってきたんです。オカリンさん、持って行ってください。お守り。
Kaguri handed him a faded green Upa keychain. Are you sure? This is important to you, isn't it?
はい。だからこそです。絶対に返してください。ママと一緒に。
Got it. I'll be back. I'll bring it back, I promise. Okabe took the keychain, gave everyone one final, firm handshake. Finally, he came to Maho.
元気で
You too, Kurisu. No. Maho.
ね
Yeah?
えシュタインズゲートは実在すると思う？まゆりさんが死ぬことなく、そしてクリスも犠牲にならない、そんな狭間の世界線が本当にあると思う？
It was the first time she'd asked that in 14 years, since the battle began in the years Tanabata. It does. I know it. Rintaro Okabe, Kyoma Hoin, answered her question with a smile. But his smile seemed so sad that Maho couldn't help but cry. Don't cry.
泣いてないわよ。
Maho gave him a hug, swore to herself that she'd never forget his warmth and conviction.
いってらっしゃい。
Okabe nodded a little. Okay, everyone step back. We will now begin the operation, and the name of this operation shall be Operation Altair. He shouted as if trying to raise his own spirits, not just everyone else's. Then he entered the cockpit of the SG-C-193 time machine.
うまくいくわよね。
大丈夫。今日は必ずやり遂げるにゃ。
その通りです。不可能を可能にする人ですから。
ああ、それでこそ僕たちのオカリンなわけでね。
オカリンさん。
Rainbow-colored fog started to rise up around the machine. The sound of the engine grew so loud that it threatened to blow out the eardrums, so no one could hear a thing.
オカリン!
Tara screamed, unable to hold back any longer.
お前の死が確定してるとか、んなことどうでもいい。やっぱここへ戻ってこい。
みんなずっと待ってるから。私も待ってるから。絶対に帰ってきなさい。
As I screamed, the time machine started to fade away. And then, just as he promised on that distant day, he followed the two Orahimes. With a blinding flash of light, the time machine took off from the year 2025, heading for a time far away, and disappeared.
「宇宙に始まりはあるが終わりはない。無限。星にもまた始まりはあるが自らの力を持って滅びゆく。有限。英知を持つ者こそ最も愚かであるのは歴史からも読み取れる。海に生ける魚は陸の世界を知らない。彼らが英知を持てばそれもまた滅びゆく。人間が光の速さを超えるのは魚たちが陸で生活を始めるよりも滑稽。これはそんな神からの最後通告に抗った者たちによる執念のエピグラフ。
Okay. Well, that was shorter than I thought it'd be. Yeah, that definitely felt more like a closure chapter than it did ending chapter, explanation chapter. Still questions abound about various random stuff, but I guess they closed up all the important stuff well enough. You know, I'd have to say I prefer the first one. Not that this is bad. This has been bad. It's been excellent. But I don't know. It just feels as though it doesn't have the same sort of feeling of finality to it, I suppose. What's the best way to phrase it? It's so... You know what's gonna happen, and that's fine. And the stuff that you're really curious about, they leave so vague in terms of how things turn out. Like that whole extra plan to go find Mayuri and Suzuha. What happens? Does it even matter? It's a good story to tell. It's a good one to have a story about. But it does feel as though they... I don't know. They added too much without giving enough extra payoff to that extra stuff. Because, like, I want a new story when I have a new one of these. I want to see a new story, and I guess I'm being a bit critical and cynical and pessimistic at the moment. But I really did enjoy this a lot. It was very good. The writing's great as usual. Characterization is great as usual. And it is great. The art, the tone was better. It took the more like M-rated style to it than the first one did, and it really helped because it felt like it definitely went for the feeling like this was the hopeless future they were just trying to find hope in, and it really did. The aesthetic, the events and stuff really did feed towards that tone better. Milky Way crossing completed. Yeah. I assume there isn't anything more. Ooh, okay. Didn't get all the tips. I'm pretty sure I got more than 48 tips. Does it just count the ones I actually went and looked at? Because there's no way I only got... Let's see. I did a few more. Should be over 50 if it is just counting the ones I looked at. Yeah, it's just counting the ones I actually looked at. Woo. How many have I actually missed? I'm sure there might have been a few I missed. Oh, there's one. There's two. I literally missed two of them at some point. Okay. That's whatever. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just didn't answer some of the things in the right way. Okay, but it's whatever. 50 fucking hours. God damn, it's taken me a while to get through all this. And that's probably at the slowest a person can reasonably do it. Admittedly, I did have to go back and redo a few things, like when I didn't notice the actual change in that Milky Way crossing ending, I went back and had to redo some of that. But yeah, and I did redo the entire thing on skip for a little bit, so there's a little bit added on to there. Just me doing stuff and probably me talk. Well, I don't think it would count towards these technically, because it's just me talking and I turn it off afterwards. I don't think it counts towards it because I'm not saving anything after that. Still, probably a few hours in there that we're not doing anything, but still. God damn. I don't know how much I put on the last one. And unfortunately, I have my cartridge for that. My Vita cartridge for that at home, so I can't go throw it in and check. Okay, so Recursive Mother Goose, I like that one. It was very nice. It was its own little story. It didn't really try to add too much to everything, but it was just like, it was like its own story, and it was connected to everything else, but it was more its own. It really did feel like it. And that was really for the best, I think. I felt that one was really good because of that. I really did. As its own side story, that was good. And that's one of the things I liked about the endings in the alternative endings in the first one. In that they were their own thing. They branched off from it, but they went off and were their own thing. Like the Suzuha ending in the first one was just probably my favorite extra one. Gehenna Stigma, that one sort of sucked. It was so repetitive. I'm sure if you hadn't done that the first time, if you hadn't done Vega on Altair, it wouldn't have been nearly as repetitive, and it just felt so pointless. And there's a little bit you got one thing out of it, and it was automata, however it's pronounced. It was okay. It did give a nice little look at Moeka and Maho's relationship, and a little bit more of the power struggle between Derpa and Stratford, and how that can change. But other than that, it didn't really add much. Vega and Altair, that was obviously built into the Milky Way Crossing one somewhat. That was definitely the most gratifying, except the fact that it's like left at the end. It's like, what the fuck happened to them? It didn't work? And then you go into the Milky Way Crossing one and they explain that. But the Promise Rinascimento, honestly, that might be my favorite one. That probably gave me the most like satisfaction and gratification, just based off everything that happened, the intensity of it, and all the different parts of it. That and Vega and Altair, obviously. Very good. Milky Way Crossing, I guess it was nice. It didn't need to be its own ending. It really didn't. It really didn't. You didn't need to have a whole true ending thing for that. You didn't. It felt so inconsequential. Then again, if you want to make another Steins Gate game, you can make it about the Okabe who want to try to find Mayuri and Suzuha. No. Maybe that's why it existed. You just keep going down the rabbit hole of what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. And eventually you'll have a trilogy, a quadrilogy, whatever those are, like quintology, septology, whatever. Going down that line, and eventually you'll just have Steins Gate Episode 9. That would be interesting. I don't think they'll do that, but it is what it is. I thought the visuals, like I said, were very good, very tone-setting. The music, I'm not sure if there was a lot of new music. It's all felt very much like it was fit here. It felt like Steins Gate music. And if you saw my review for the first game, it's okay. There's some tracks that are particularly good, but most of it is tone-setting at best. It's not its best. It's not the best thing in it, and it doesn't need to be. It really doesn't. Gameplay-wise, you know, I'm actually sort of I mean, everything was based on answering to Amadeus or not. One of my complaints about the first one is that there was wasted potential in that the phone trigger system, you couldn't do more with it. I guess there's the upside that you don't have to answer the text messages in a very specific way just to unlock the true ending this time. And I guess that's better. Having the two branches instead of that is better, but it still feels like they took a step back. It's like, okay, we don't really know how we can make a story to revolve around actually replying to people and stuff and whatnot. We can't structure it that much. And they took a step back and like, let's make it a little bit more simple. It's like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. Characters. I thought Maho was a great character. Especially her faces. It feels like this game was 50% the story of Okabe trying to send back that D video Ryan or text or whatever they called it, I forgot. And 50% Maho faces. And honestly, I don't mind that at all. Maho was great. Luskin was pretty good too, but of course he was evil or whatever you want to call it. So that had its turns and whatnot. Ray's was sort of, I don't know, she was sort of boring and stereotypical and blah blah blah. She had some good English moments, but that's about it, honestly. I could not care less for her otherwise. Kaguri, very interesting character. Very, very interesting character. But they sort of left a lot of fucking shit on the table that really, really could have used being explained for her. That's just the thing that sort of just doesn't sit well with me nearly as much in this, is that there's a whole lot of stuff that's just not even explained. And even if they do, it's just like sort of vague. Like at the end there, Okabe going off, it's like, let's have that happen. And then the whole stuff with Kaguri, it's like, oh, are we just trying to foreshadow that the other branch, that Kaguri is going to be in the motorcycle suit? Because Yuki has the thing, and that Yuki's really Kaguri, blah, 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 blah. They never really connected that. They seem to indicate that Dr. Reyes was the one in the motorcycle suit, outside of Okabe just doing that, and the fact that she was with the other group in the Twin Autonoma ending. So that would make the most sense, honestly. And the fact that she had a little bit of skill, because it's not like in that branch, the motorcycle suit girl ever seemed to indicate that she was like super skilled at fighting and whatnot. I don't think she ever had a chance like that. In the other timeline, as I was saying, Rey's never really demonstrated to be super athletic and strong and whatnot, so who knows. And the fact that even Moeka and every fucking person under the sun was wearing this motorcycle shit, so I guess it really doesn't have to be her. So yeah, there's a lot of vagueness to exactly what happened to her, and I don't know, they handle some stuff in some pretty bad ways, in my opinion. And the fact that she looks so much like... And then there's the fact that she looks so much like Kurisu. The fuck happened with that? Oh, and the fuck happened with Kaguri going to... Oh, right, in the Twin Autonoma one. What happened to her going and seeing her supposed relatives and never coming back and never being mentioned again? The fuck happened with that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's just so many little things in this that I did not have the same feelings at the end of the original. As good as this was, it didn't feel as climactic. It doesn't feel as well closed out as the story as the first one did. And while this did elaborate on one of the major ones that people might have had an issue in the first game, in terms of not being explained and how it happened, personally I didn't have a problem with that. This is just an opportunity to tell another story to me, which is fine. This one really did not reach that level of all that. There's just so many little things. So many little things that bother me. The Amadeus stuff, and that I just don't think they did as well. And then you add it. I'm not really bothered that much by there being a number of typos. Personally, I mean, notably, I haven't updated this. It's not like I've gone online and looked to see if there's been patches in order to fix some of the typos I've seen. Full disclosure there, in that there's a decent chance that they fixed that, and I just haven't updated it. So I'm not going to be bothered too much by that. And honestly, I'm not that bothered by it myself, outside of a few of the instances where it was like egregiously bad. But that was pretty rare, and I don't care that much about that. But the problems of the little things are from a story side, and it just doesn't sit well with me. I still enjoyed it a ton, but it doesn't live up to the first one, but it's still great. And I guess that's where I leave it. And this has been a long series. It has been a long series, 50 hours, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I thank everyone who managed to stick around for this long and managed to deal with the editing. I had to deal with so much editing. I'm actually sort of happy that I'm ending this series, because there's been so much editing in this, so much extra time commitment. I don't think it's hurt my enjoyment of it, but it's been such an extra burden than what I normally do. After this, now that I have this out of the way in terms of just a pure upload, in terms of pure extra workload part of it, and I don't have to worry about it, I'll be able to go on to other visual novels that I've been wanting to. The first one I'm going to do next is How to Fill Boyfriend. That's only going to be like a few episodes, I can imagine. I think it's like supposed to be like 3 hours longer. I think it's supposed to be like 3 hours long, like in total. So it's going to take very short, and I'm going to use that as a little buffer before I go into something a bit more extensive. Considering I just recently saw that the Marvel Alternative like update said something along the lines of what was it? We're about half done. I don't think that's gonna come out anytime soon. Nope. So I might be willing to take on a longer visual novel. Just Fruits of Kusaya is still probably the main one that I'm looking at the moment. Yeah, I guess that's the main one I'm thinking. If there's anything else you want to see and think would not be too excessively long, because like Umineko, I've had that suggested to me a bunch too. And what's that, like 200 hours? No. You're gonna have to find a huge a huge fucking gap in my schedule for me to commit to that. My goodness, that would take forever. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not even saying I won't do it someday. It's just, it's going to take me a while and the perfect opportunity to commit to something like that. But without this, I'm able to move on and actually work on other stuff. So, if you have any suggestions as to what you'd like to see visual novel-wise, feel free to suggest. I'm not going to do it anytime soon because I'm still hoping there's going to be an official release sometime, but Chaos Head is something I'm very interested in, as well as Chaos Child, if that, presumably that's a sequel to the other one. I'm not sure if you are required to read Chaos Head before seeing Chaos Child, and I haven't seen the anime of those, so... I've also been told the anime are absolute shit for both of those, so I'm not even going to worry about that too much. I'm going to do those when they're available, but I definitely do want to do them someday. Other than that, no major ones come to mind in terms of possibilities. But yeah, if you want to suggest something, just let me know. And I've probably rambled along enough, so thank you for participating in this journey to open up Steins Gate. See you all next time. Whether it's in a review of this, another VN I do, another game I do, or maybe in one of the next ones from the Scientific Adventure series. Maybe the Chaos ones, or maybe they do another Steins Gate one. See y'all next time, and thank you. So, drive safely, everyone.